saying what you want from this life or from your body, and then how you're acting are two completely different things, and the actions you will take will illustrate and make very clear to you what you truly believe. So we can do this all across the board. I want to live. I want to be vibrant. I want to be at peace. I want to be in harmony. I want to be strong. I want to be healed. I want. But your every single move, your every single step that you take in your life is just piled around the opposite of what you're looking to gain from what you're saying. Your body is designed to provide for you what you want, but it will absolutely require what you need. So take a rolled ankle. You roll an ankle, the body's response is a memory, emotions, fear, swelling, inflammation, pain, bone responses, nourishment responses, energy changes, sleep changes. You will memorize that whole thing. You'll factor it all in, and you have a pattern called a limp, and your posture will totally change to keep you and save you. Okay, now it's on you to go in with you to figure out why that happened and what your body wants you to see while you're going in, and putting yourself in a position to come back and be able to push down on that ground and break asphalt, because that's the whole point of injuries, is to come back with more wisdom and more ability. But here's what we have. I want to walk pain-free. I want to walk with my loved one. I want to walk without a limp. I want to walk and scale mountains. I want to walk and not get tired. I want to walk and do meditations. I want to walk and explore beaches and exotic faraway places. I want to walk and travel. I want to use my feet and walk around my home. I want to walk. I want to use my feet to in my job. I want. Body's like, great. But then what you end up doing, your every action is to do a therapy to reduce the swelling, do a therapy to reduce the pain, do an adjustment to correct your posture and your intalgia and your gait, buy a new shoe, buy an orthotic, take supplements to lower this, take medications to lower this, hide this, feel this, do a training system that has you disconnected from yourself, that spot treats the foot. Completely alter everything in your life around the opposite of what the body is trying to do to give you what you want, but you are antagonizing it with what it needs. So you can say what you want all over the place, and you can say it positively. You can say it, hold on, my neighbor, hold on. Pause. I apologize. I haven't seen my neighbor in a month. He and his wife were doing some work in Hawaii, and he just grabbed fresh bread and was walking back and caught my eye, and he was making his way over. All right. Yeah, so saying what you want, I want, that's fine, but it has to match your actions, and your actions have to be based on what your body is doing, what you want, and then taking action against what your body is trying to provide for you to get what you want can't be against each other, because you'll just be saying what you want over and over and over, and what you want, and you're not getting what you want, and there's despair, and oh my gosh, and I'm not getting anything. But your body's like, yo, I'm here for you. Your everyday action, every food, every thought, everything you do with a partner, your job, what you sell, everything you write down is against me, but you're saying what you want. Now imagine how exhausting that whole thing is. So would it make sense that confusion and fatigue and fear, depending on what the body is in response, you can take an injury, I mean, it's literally that, and you can apply it to any emotional injury, any chemical injury, any system, to any symptom, to any body, any person that you've got going on. It parallels the exact same thing. Everything is coming from the same place. So it doesn't matter whether it's a rolled ankle, or whether it's low energy, or whether it's digestion, skin, hair, nerves, hormones, blood, heart. It's all coming from that same place. But marching around denouncing what you want, and then your actions are directly against what is actually here to give you anything you can imagine. Those have to match up. So you need to be very, very clear to what you want and what you're willing to act on and what you're willing to sacrifice and change all around body. So that right there can't be two different stories. You can't be coming from two different places and expect. And I would say that the result would be lunacy, but there isn't a lunacy because that's a healing response in a human. It has to be something that's inhuman. So it has to be something that's just, that result is like not possible, but then the body with everything is possible. So I don't even know. It's an inhuman way of looking at trying to become and interact as a human who wants things. But you could sit there all day long and you can journal all day long and you could be positive about it all day long and you can tell everybody in the groups and you can tell everyone on a podcast and you can tell every one of your clients and you can tell everyone at work and you can tell everyone in the ether and you can pray and do all this stuff. I want to live. I want this. I want healthy ankles. I want skin that looks like this. I want to be able to digest this. I want to eat this. I want to love this. I want to be loved like this. I want to live here. I want to not live here. I want to gain this. I want to feel this. Okay. Do your actions match that? And then are your actions all around what your body's providing? Because to get what we want, all of our actions are to go ahead and go against what the body is trying to do to give it to you. And again, that is inhuman. You literally have the only thing you can trust on this planet. The only thing that you'll gain trust with relationships, but the only thing that will constantly be there for you 100% of the time, the only thing that's there in accidents, the only thing that's there in your moments where you're low or high, the only thing that's there when you're experiencing symptoms is you with you. It's you with the mirror. And even kids are a mirror of you and spouse and whatever, but still it comes down to you and you affecting then everybody reading off of that. So what you want, are your actions providing for that? And you might think so. Yeah, I'm doing all these treatments and doing all this stuff. But wait a second. But what you want is directly you taking actions that go directly against the actual thing that you live in, that's providing you understanding and will give you anything you need. And so again, just think rolled ankle. You roll your ankle, you got swelling, inflammation, pain, you got a limp, you got digestion changes, you got nourishment changes, you got training changes, you got energy shifts, you got emotions, you got memory, you have a limp, you have intelligence, you have all these bone responses, hormone responses, inflammatory responses, perfect. And now you'll say, I want to walk, I want to adventure, I want to go do all this stuff with this foot. Body's like, okay. For you to get that, you're going to have to take action on these things. We're going to have to go through these steps. You're going to have to understand these things. No, I'm going to do therapy. I'm going to reduce. I'm going to buy a boot. I'm going to go anti-swelling. I'm going to go anti-inflammatory. I'm going to go anti-inflammatory diet. I'm going to get EMF blockers. I'm going to get this practitioner. I'm going to get 12 practitioners. I'm going to do all this stuff to gait analysis, shoes, orthotics, foot spacers, elevate, hyperbaric, all the stuff. Wait a second. What you want and the actions you're taking are going directly against what your body is trying to do to provide you what you need for you to actually get what you want. And I want you to re-listen to that last statement right there. Boom.